Good day and welcome to a GTA playlist with your favourite people hat films.
Wow.
What year is it?
I know, we haven't done these in ages. Holy shit.
When did we last do this?
I couldn't tell you, Trot. It's been a while. We played a lot of board game stuff, and so now we're...
Family games.
Family games.
Not just
family
board
friendly.
games.
Well, not just board
Wheel
games.
of Fortune's not a board game.
It might
No.
be. It might be.
In fact, Ross, I don't think many of the videos we've done are board games apart from Monopoly.
Well, we've done a lot of Monopoly, haven't we?
Oh yeah, I've done a lot
Yeah,
more.
there's a
Risk.
shit
Risk is a
ton of
board
it.
game too.
And Trivial Pursuit.
That is a board
Quite
game?
a few of them are board games, actually, Ross.
Alright, okay, well, and Risk?
Yeah, it is. I mean, that
okay.
version of Risk was hardly a board game, was it?
Okay, wow.
That was a number management.
Yeah, there are better versions available. We did the shit one. It was just available.
Are there
to
better
me.
versions of it?
Probably. Yeah.
You saying
People
probably
said
though.
that.
That's it says I'm going the wrong way. I'm not, but
I'm trusting.
Because you're doing a flip.
I'm trusting the
yeah,
comments.
I gathered. Yeah.
So guys, you know how I hate
God, the
conspiracy
camera's not
theories.
spinning. You love them.
I fucking hate conspiracy theories. I hate the fact that people exploit them. They announce them out there as if it's fact. Even if they say it's a conspiracy theory, they know what they're doing.
Ain't
You
no
know who
smoke
I'm
without
fucking
fire.
talking about.
Yeah, why?
but
Don't bring him up. Don't say
I'm not
his
even
name.
going to say his fucking name. I hate the fact that he's doing them.
Right.
Bollocks. Half of them. Okay. But
You
if you
always
were
bring
to
up Shane Dawson.
no,
Yeah.
don't say his name.
You
You
said his
always
name.
do.
I didn't. No, I haven't.
I think you've
Wow.
Two
Ah,
streams.
secret.
Two
You
streams. I
always-
mentioned it in two streams.
You always watch his videos though. Always.
It's not my
Yeah.
fault.
And then you hate yourself
is your
watching
fault.
It's not my
You-
fault. My
you
eyes
can-
look
you
up
can
to
do
the screen.
something
Somebody
else.
switches it on, and
Yeah,
I'm
but
just there. Like,
just go leave the room. Go somewhere else.
What you do
I
is you
do,
do an
I-
English tut and then you walk out the room.
this again.
I hate this garbage.
I do that sometimes when Drag Race is on. I don't like Drag Race. You like Drag Race, don't you, Smith? I'm not
It's
a big fan.
alright. I mean, like, it's funny.
I just, yeah. It's too bright for me. It feels
It
oversaturated.
is
I
very
feel like
bright.
I've got to wear sunglasses to enjoy it.
You see, they're bringing in one to the UK.
Oh,
with
really?
Alan Carr as one of the hosts.
Oh, Alan
Shit.
Carr himself. Oh,
What in the?
Jesus.
How the fuck does this work?
I,
Do you have to build up momentum?
I'm going to be honest, I don't know where I'm going in this map anymore.
Oh, just go this
Um,
way. You silly idiots.
What?
What's the weirdest conspiracy
Just do
you've
it
ever
180
heard?
and go back.
Trot.
What?
Talking about conspiracies and my disdain for them, what's the weirdest one you've ever heard?
Oh, here's one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
You can make one up. We can make
Tinfoil
our own
hats
up.
on.
Should we make our own up?
Fuck, we actually do have tinfoil here somewhere. We should put a tinfoil hat
shit.
on.
Yes, we should. Where did you...
I just don't
We'll
feel
do it
protected.
between rounds.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
do
feel
it between
protected
rounds.
Right now. Well, okay, here's one.
Okay.
That it's going to seep through our tinfoil hat. We
Right.
don't have it right now. But
Okay.
Shane Dawson
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
is actually an experiment of a Google neural network to make the perfect
Right.
YouTuber.
Did you just make it up?
Huh?
Is that a made-up thing?
Well, that's what
No,
conspiracies
no,
are.
conspiracy
No.
theory. No, you
Ross
can't.
says, "What's your favorite conspiracy theory?" You
I
can't
just made that up and now
Well,
it's my
no,
But I
favourite.
also think we should make some up.
That's
Okay.
my favourite.
All right.
his
Alright,
favourite
you can't have your own idea as your favourite.
Why?
It's a bit narcissistic.
You're not setting
isn't
the
it?
rules.
Well, I think just generally, like, somebody wouldn't say that's a conspiracy theory if one
now
guy
it is.
made it up and said it.
Now it is.
What about
Now people know about
controversial
it.
conspiracy theories? Like something that's really like, oh, really? That's not a conspiracy theory. That's something that affects lives. Like saying that
Well, like, don't
Ariana
vaccinate your
Grande
kids.
fabricated a terrorist attack
Oh
in
my
order to boost
God.
sales. Like that's...
To boost sales?
Would that be...
Did she have an uptick in sales?
That's not actually a conspiracy.
I think she
again,
was
that's a controversial conspiracy I made up. That
was an
somebody might go,
amazing
hang
clip.
on, wait a sec. No. She wouldn't dare. And no, obviously she wouldn't dare. Surely. Anyone's right
I don't
mind.
think it takes that thought double take there.
No, it does.
Wait a second.
If you listen to any of these
I
fucking
just
crazy...
got duped.
Why?
No, if you listen to any
No.
of these crazy conspiracy theories,
Acting.
that's what you do. That's what you do. You go, there's no way that no planers exist. But they do. They don't believe the planes existed that crashed into the towers, Trot.
If you told me that 20
No
years
planers!
ago, I'd be invested because I was going through a horrible phase of believing that everything was fake
Right.
because I watched Truman Show and it really
Oh,
haunted
for
me.
fuck's sake. That
I can't believe that film had such an impact on you. It's
I
not
was
even a very good
Christ.
film, Trot.
Wow, it's a great film. How
Can that
dare
be
you?
registered
not.
as an illness?
It's a really good film.
It's not.
It is quite a good film.
It's a
It's, not
really
like...
good
I mean,
film.
it's no Forrest Gump.
Well, that's a different film entirely.
It's no Forrest Gump, though.
It's no fucking Titanic.
It's not... Yeah, it's nothing like Titanic.
The Truman Show's nothing like Forrest Gump.
It's not.
I'm
actually.
pissed off.
No, it's
I'm
not.
fucking angry.
Yeah.
No, sorry. You're entitled to your opinion about the Truman Show, and if you think
Thank
it's a good
you.
film, that's fine.
Is anyone else going to make a
Per-
conspiracy?
I'm entitled
Personally-
to my fact.
Personally, I
that it's a
think
great
that
film.
of all of
Jim Carrey's.
Like, I understand why you're affected by it, but to have such a profound effect.
I was very young and impressionable.
Yeah.
I thought people were watching me.
It's just, it's almost a comedy program, a comedy film in a way. It's got some comedic elements to it.
He's funny in it, but it's quite a serious concept.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like,
can we agree that it's actually a comedy? For the most part.
No, I won't.
It kind of is.
Watch it again.
It's supposed to be quite
I watch
funny.
it every day.
Why?
Stop doing that to
and
yourself.
I scroll it into my skin.
Jesus.
Have you?
If I don't see you.
I'm just not sure. Like, it's an idea that's been around for a very long time, right? The Truman Show's idea. The idea that
it's the first time I'd heard of it when I watched the film.
What, the Big Brother idea.
Essentially,
like,
or more like
I watched it pre-Big Brother.
Well, no, I know what you mean.
More than Big Brother.
Big Brother is in like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like the whole
Big Brother came from Orwell's 1985. 1984. You're right. Sorry. But that's slightly different. Now, I think the Truman Show deals with not just the fact that he's being filmed, but also existentialism.
And his and what's affecting his life.
That kickstarted my existentialism.
Yeah, and you had an existential crisis from it.
Yeah, it was fucking awful.
Which is pretty funny, considering you got an existential crisis from the Truman Show.
Well,
I don't think that something should be laughed at. It really affected me at the time, and you're just making little of it.
I feel like it didn't really affect you.
I'm going to get my tinfoil hat.
Especially the fact that you then took up a job that effectively is filming you
people
a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Are you still mopping?
I'm not. I'm just finding it
funny. Just pass me the tinfoil.
How do I even open this tinfoil? I've got a great and legitimate conspiracy theory for you.
Just hand me a big sheet. Oh, he's got a legitimate one. All right, cheers, man. Here's my tinfoil hat. Are we going with cones or? Are we going for the signs one where they have little points at the tip? I like that one.
I always feel like tinfoil is one of those things that in like 50 years' time we're going to go, oh my god, we were so wasteful with that sheet metal.
Yeah. Sheets of metal they were just putting on their head. What the fuck is wrong with these guys?
Let's try.
I'm worried it's going to look like a Klansman if it's too high.
Is mine too big?
You've got to shield yourself from the harmful, mind-altering rays of Jim Carrey.
I've got it on.
Okay. I've kind of put a point at the front. Mine sort of reminds me of an elephant.
Oh yeah.
Yours looks like a pirate.
Yar.
I've just got a skull cap.
Excellent.
This just takes me back to Wednesday.
So, my favourite conspiracy theory that isn't actually...
God, am I fully sealed in before any of that leaks through?
Before you,
Yeah,
we've got
I'm ready. No, you hit me with it.
I already do feel more sane, I'm not going to lie.
It's quite nice in here, actually.
I can feel...
I feel like my brain's cooking a bit.
I'm ready to get in the oven.
I just finally feel like
Batter me up.
Yeah.
Blocking out those mind-altering rays.
Instantly, I feel safer. Yeah.
I feel safe.
I think the tinfoil hat is a flawed concept because if somebody had the technology to control your brain through brainwaves, I'm fairly sure they'd think of tinfoil as being...
Are we more conductive now?
Maybe we should get that new technology where they you can charge your phone in the air just from a plug across the other side of the room. Oh fuck!
I'm ready for all the conspiracy theories right now.
So there's electricity in the air.
Well, it's aluminium foil. Aluminium doesn't conduct.
No, can you say it the other way?
Does aluminium foil conduct? This could be a classic.
Aluminum.
I'm fairly sure it's not a great conductor.
Okay, well...
Anyway, here we go. Here's my big fact. You ready? Conspiracy fact. Wow, this map is nuts. The Avril Lavigne that we now know and love is not the same Avril Lavigne that started her career. It's a different Avril Lavigne. It's an actor. That's why she can't sing live anymore. When the album, when the first album came out with Complicated and all that sort of stuff on it, something happened to her. Maybe that she got like, I don't know, measles or.
Well, she actually did have Lyme's disease.
Right, there we go.
Which is what you get from ticks.
Yeah.
And
that's
maybe like.
Awful.
And Chad Kruger.
You get it from Chad Kruger,
yeah.
Chad Kruger.
Lead singer of
Crad Chuger.
Anyway, so basically what happened was she died after her first album was released. And so they had to get somebody who looked just like her and play Avril Lavigne, and they just basically turned her into the ultimate manufactured sort of pop star.
It's not the ultimate.
Right, okay.
Clearly you think that she's a bad singer now.
Well, no, people say live she's bad, but then, that's half the battle is just getting the CDs out there and selling them, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll go along with that.
Yeah, so she's...
Oh!
Yeah, she's not...
Same with Mark Hamill.
Got fucked
after
up.
the first Star
Mark Hamill died on set, didn't he?
No, he died before.
Car crash, was it?
Car crash. He died
yeah,
then.
you said... But he's got scars. Like, is that just a mask?
Yeah, that's to
hide the fact that he's not alive, and they've kind of
the same guy.
replaced him.
There's a ton of fact-based evidence on Avril Lavigne not being real, by the way.
Will the new Avril Lavigne
evidence.
take on the same debt and or like any kind of?
No, because she was owned by her production company.
Oh, okay. She's like a robot.
Well, you know how they do with K-pop? They manufacture bands.
K-pop. Sorry, that's the rewind. That's what fucking Naystat says. It's K-pop. Really excitably.
Oh yeah. Stupid rewind.
Stupid rewind.
Stupid until.
That's tight.
The telescope thing.
Yeah.
Is funny because of the sound it makes when he spins it around. It's like awkward silence. He just goes. I love it. I love that bit.
Oh, that's hot.
It's like cringe humor, like The Office.
Not as cringy as his fucking genie appearance. My God.
Are you guys still big fans of Will Smith, would you say?
No.
I appreciate and respect his career, but at the same time,
I think
he's made some terrible acting choices.
Also, I think
Deathstroke.
Dubious relations with the Scientology community.
Oh, you've said this. Yeah. Well, he's funded the Scientology
apparently
community.
Donated to some sort of.
I'm in.
But maybe there's like this kind of Hollywood thing where like if you just slip them a bit of money, they'll leave you alone. Your family is safe.
Yeah, probably.
You know?
It's kind of bad that that's a thing though, that governments and police and people like that can't deal with something like that. But I agree, it's probably the case. There's a lot of actors out there whose careers blossomed once they joined up to the church.
You said,
I'm almost a walking advert for it. I mean, I fancy a career in acting. Can I be a Scientologist now?
No, because you've shit on it. So
you need
much.
to be like semi-established. You need to kind of have the talent to begin with, 'cause otherwise,
what?
They've got no.
Sorry, talent.
They need help.
I'm brimming with talent, Ross. Look at me. I've got my fucking
Tinfoil
tinfoil on my head and
and
my opinions about things. And
strong opinions.
That's his, like a full cap like mine as well.
Skull cap,
I think Smith's fully gone for the horn.
Mine's coming off.
Frontal horn.
It's falling. I'm exposed.
He's exposed.
You're gonna have to
make up a conspiracy theory.
do decontamination quickly.
Alex Smith is a construct.
He's a construct.
Of what?
So we use deep learning.
What sort of construct?
Technologies and.
You're not real.
You can't just say deep learning and make it
I'm
sound.
just saying deep learning.
Look.
Deep learning super sampling.
If you add deep learning to anything, someone's gonna go, "Oh, that sounds
neural network.
That's pretty fucking smart." Deep learning.
Deep learning and AI are the VR of 2019.
My conspiracy is a pretty good one. Google's capture is actually teaching a robot.
Yeah, no, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Is that established?
Yeah, no. They use the data to help image recognition.
Yeah, and they're building that to create Skynet.
Well, not Skynet, but yes, a working network of.
And that's going to take over eventually.
Okay.
Just listen to the Metal Gear Solid 2 bit with the AI takes over.
Sorry. What?
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 2?
Yeah, it's ahead of its time.
Did you play that at the same sort of time you watched the Truman Show, Trop?
It's the same era.
Is that the same one where you had to plug your controller into the other...
No, that's Metal Gear Solid 1. For Psycho Mantis. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Again, ahead of its time.
Again, really ahead of its time.
It was.
You know, interactivity.
I mean, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, no,
there's certain parts of the game where you have to like look up the codec on the back of the cover. And Psycho Mantis, you can control you if you put your control in.
Yeah, outside the box thinking.
Literally.
The thing is, that game was frustrating in similar ways for the same reasons. When you're like, what? You have to look on the back of the case. Like, when you realize how you did it, you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. But at the time, you're like, that's not how I've been taught to play games. Like,
the thing is, you don't. Yeah. You can still win. It's just harder.
Right. Okay.
So it's not like you have to do that.
I remember using a turbo fire pad to get past the rations bit. I beat it with technology. My dad bought me this really fancy turbo fire fucking PlayStation controller on it.
I love when those things are like the plague of developers.
Ones.
Like, stop using turbochargers. Boost. Final Fantasy 8. Boost.
Or there was that weird pack you had to plug into it that you could like hack
Where am I supposed to go, by the way?
Just follow the fucking checkpoints, mate.
Thanks, Ross.
You mean a... what the fuck was it called? A reload card? Resave card?
Yeah, Action replay.
Action replay. That was it.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that saved me in some cases.
Well, it just allowed you to cheat.
It saved me. Yeah, in a scenario where I just couldn't complete a certain level, I was like, fuck you. Action.
Beat the system. Tap into that code.
Lol, you fucking nerd.
Oh, I missed it.
What other conspiracy we got?
Oh, loads out
well, there's loads of real
Robin
ones.
Williams never died. He's now the genie.
He is now. He isn't.
He's now a genie.
Wow. What?
Elvis Presley never died. He's now a guitar.
Oh, God. He's in. That's just ghosts, Trot. What you're just saying is ghost theories.
We never discovered time travel because nobody's ever come back.
Yeah, they can't reverse it. They can only go forwards in time.
Which feels
they
like
can't go back.
Just a nightmare.
Which effectively we all can do. And
do it every day.
Consistently, we're stepping into the future as we speak.
Deja vu is actually just a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, isn't it like
Deja vu
sort of?
It's where the brain records things incorrectly and puts it into your long-term memory rather than short-term memory. I think that's a theory. I don't know if that's actually the case.
It's like a flash of a second where you're like, oh, I thought I've seen this before.
Yeah.
And then the rest you kind of like just fucking make up some bullshit and like, oh, I've had a dream about this. Are you wearing a pair of pig socks?
No.
No, I'm not. Oh, never mind then.
It sums
Deja
up
vu's fucked.
The fucking flaws of the human brain.
Oh, God.
Where,
you
kind of just make up stuff to fill in the gaps.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Like there's 2 blind spots where your eyes, where all the...
Where your eyes should be.
Where your eyes should be.
What?
There are 2 blind spots where your eyes should be.
At the back of your eye,
blind spots.
Where the optic nerve and all the veins go.
Yeah.
There's 2 blind spots, and your brain just fills that in with like. It's kind of like the Photoshop content-aware fill.
Oh right.
That's essentially what it does. It's like it's an approximation of that. And if you just kind of keep your eyes still for a while, it doesn't know how to update.
Isn't that what optical illusions are?
Yeah, essentially.
You're just
figuring out the problems of your brain and exploiting them.
What about controversial ones, Troy? I want a controversial conspiracy, to light my day up, to anger me.
To anger.
I mean, the biggest and most annoying ones was anything that Alex Jones dude comes up with.
Yeah.
The fact that Sandy Hook was faked or something.
Can you take any of that seriously though?
Well, of course I don't know, but some people do, and that's what's worse.
World War 1 and 2 never happened.
That's
a tough one.
Wow.
It's just there to make us dislike.
Well, anything you don't have empirical evidence of, anything you weren't there for, you could say.
Well, this is it. And this is what the no planers believe, because they weren't there at the time. They're just looking at footage, and they're saying the footage isn't quite up to scratch, or that the plane wings shouldn't crumble like that.
But then again, you use rational thinking to rationalize what was most likely to happen in the absence of empirical evidence.
Yeah.
Rationalization is the ticket.
Rational theorizing.
Yeah, like so, you would probably go, there probably were 2 planes there because, it's a pretty big deal. I don't think America did it to itself because it just doesn't make. Why would they do that to themselves? Yeah. Also, there's like a whole paper trail.
We've still got the question of World Trade Center 7, whatever it's called.
Building 7.
Building 7, guys.
Insurance
tin hats
payout.
on. The tin hats on.
That's an insurance payout, insurance scam, just so they could build a fancier World Trade Center.
Well, you know that YouTube stopped recommending conspiracy videos for some reason. Probably for the obvious reasons.
Yeah. I guess that's kind
of... Does that work when somebody who's got like 20 million subscribers on YouTube posts a video about it and it's going to go to 20 million subscribers? Do they stop recommending it, or do they just not send it to subs? How does that work? What's their policy?
It means it doesn't get recommended on other videos.
Later on. Oh, okay.
Like if a video were to recommend it, like this is something similar, it's not going to put it there, I assume.
Do they also stop anti-vax videos being put on YouTube?
Oh, the anti-vax movement is
stop calling it a movement, because
it's a movement.
Calling it a movement makes it sound like it's a
legitimate thing.
Yeah.
Shit's moving though, and people are getting measles.
Idiots on Facebook.
Fuck me, but this is kind of the things that people didn't really think about would happen on the internet. Like this kind of rising of stupidity.
Oh god, there's so much of it. Ross. It's a fucking quagmire of idiots.
Guys, honestly, listen to the Metal Gear Solid 2 AI thing. Because basically, the premise of Metal Gear Solid 2 at the end is, turns out, to keep that firmly on, is...
I'm keeping it on, sorry.
The guy you're playing as, Raiden, has been controlled by AI the whole time. And what they're trying to do is control human information and essentially filter it. Because of the internet, fake news essentially is propagating and growing at an exponential rate, like stupid, trite information which isn't fact-checked. I mean, this is all fucking way before the internet really became social media and that kind of thing.
Do you feel like it's more of a laziness on the user's part? Because I feel like there are a lot of times where people like...
It's absolute
I'm a victim of it as well, in the sense that I'll read a headline and go, oh my god, and you'll react to the headline first before you know read the rest of it, and then you read it and go, oh, it's nothing like the headline suggests.
And then we propagate
just like this video is probably not titled for...
we take those titles, right, and then we discuss them based on no knowledge, essentially, or like loose knowledge on something. So we're essentially part of the problem.
Enough people have to do that for it to then become a problem.
Yeah, enough people talk about it, and then suddenly it's a fact, or what you consider a fact.
Charles, did you DNF on those two? Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It's all right, Tim. Full hats on.
My brain's a little affected.
I've given myself like 2 ears.
I've put mine back on, Ross.
Do you feel better?
That's good. He's got the elephant. Oh wow, that's like horror, like sex.
What's that like skull raven mask thing? It's like a raven mask. You know,
it's an elephant.
No, it's
an elephant. Never forgets all the conspiracy theories.
No,
what's the
that's true. They get told
doctors.
them.
Is that it? Is that the end of the thing?
No, I got one more. I got one more.
But yeah, essentially,
so excited.
They had a point. These AI people. I mean, it's a little heavy-handed, but essentially they were like, essentially back when news and stuff was propagated through what you'd consider good sources that went out and fact-checked. You'd have good information of what you'd consider. Obviously, that is vulnerable to propaganda and persuading people with one thing, but it was ultimately
more
better
controlled
news.
Back in the day.
Controlled and professional.
Is that a good thing, or
it's not necessarily a good thing?
The
Is
fact
what
that
I'm
we
saying.
can
sorry, by controlled, I mean that there were a series of publications that had their reputation and some regulation in place.
There was regulation, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, but I feel like there's also the
caveats.
On the other side of that is no one else can find out the facts because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's downsides. However,
this is essentially
what the Metal Gear Solid 2 AI was considering, and their solution was they've got this AI now where they can do all the fact-checking without human emotion involved. And essentially they propagate the news and sort the fact from fiction, and then put that to humans, and they control all news.
Oh, for God's sake!
Essentially it, to progress the human race.
Did you see that they made a plugin that's kind of almost similar to that in a way, in the sense that it kind of tells you what is trustworthy news, right? Like on average is trustworthy news sources. And then is it the Daily Mail who kicked off because they were considered a non-trustworthy news source, and they were like, we'd like you to change this, please. And obviously they don't have to do shit for them, but it's just interesting to see that kind of technology is being used now as well, because no one knows what to believe.
You're going to get the fucking nuts that say like, oh, that is
censorship,
and it's also trying to conform my worldview and manipulate me, etc., etc. Which, to a point, it does, But if it's fact from fiction and there's no agenda behind it, then I think it's good. You can never tell.
There's always going to be an agenda somewhere, isn't there?
There is an agenda.
You can't help.
And usually it's making money, right? And the things that make the news are things about the Kardashians rather than climate change.
Yeah, you really sped through the pronunciation of Kardashians. Fuck you! Yes! Perfect hit!
Oh, wow. I just like broadsided.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
See that bad boy flying to you? That was a really good little hit. Watch out for the footballs, boys.
Is this?
Man, conspiracies are exhausting, Trump.
I know. That's why I block most of them out with this tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's not what they do. This allows me to stew in my conspiracies without any external forces trying to manipulate me.
I think alien conspiracy theories can be quite fun to a degree.
I like the Fermi paradox. That's interesting about aliens and why we haven't seen intelligent life.
That's just a scientific theory, though. It's not really a conspiracy.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy until it's proven.
Well, no, nobody's aiming to deceive you. The whole point of conspiracy.
I feel like I'm being deceived by scientists.
Right.
I like the theory.
Well, yeah,
it makes the most sense. I don't like it. It sucks, actually, but the fact that we're on the brink of annihilation, and that we have to get past a series of checks to come together as a civilization, actually advance to a multi-planet species or multi-universe species.
Maybe
we just destroy ourselves.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe that is the human desire to just destroy ourselves.
Desire?
Well, not
I mean
the byproduct of human desire. Like
everything seems to be going out of extinction to extinction.
Well, then
they're losing 4 species a day or something.
And people
crazy like that.
The human race would rather live how it's living now and just suffer the consequences,
that's pretty cool.
Or not care about the consequences, and then do what they want to do. Maybe that's just the fate of humanity.
I think
we're supposed to.
Our survival instincts are going to destroy ourselves, aren't we? Because we have the fight and flight. We have this fight and flight mechanic, right?
Yeah.
Which fear of the unknown. And I feel like we have to get rid of that in order to accept all the new shit that we're going to experience.
Yeah, but I feel like if you didn't fear anything, a lot more people would die on the regular. Do you not think so?
I think through fear, a lot of people do die as well.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
God, it's hot in this hat.
But if you weren't like scared of like heights for a certain reason or whatever, then you might just be like, oh, I can make that jump.
Yeah, you could be
he's dead.
You could be scared of
He's
driving.
gone down. He took the jump. He wasn't scared.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
It comes with caveats, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, if you're scared of traveling, you'll never go anywhere and experience anything new.
I'm talking about like kind of if you just you weren't scared of like pain or anything, and then you decided to go.
And you'll be a James Bond villain.
Yeah.
And then you'll get a pivotal role in a movie.
That's a good point, Trump.
I don't think you have to have those traits. You could just act them.
Well, you guys could just join the Church of Scientology and get some sweet acting gigs.
Or we're going to have sex with this weird freak over here. Hey, look at that. Jesus. Right, I mean,
who wants a peck?
I'm ready to take my tinfoil hat off now. We're returning to normality. Thanks for watching today's video. If you want more GTA stuff, feel free to press that like button. That's always nice.
And let us know your favourite conspiracy down below.
Yeah, and if you can come up with some crazy ones, that's always fun.
Yeah.
And we'll discuss them. So we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.